Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Pharmacy Iconer. Today's topic of discussion is the manometers. It is under the flow of fluids unit 1 of pharmaceutical engineering in B Pharm 3rd semester as per the PCI syllabus. So let's start about the manometers. So what are the manometers? Definition. Manometers are the devices which are used for measuring the pressure difference. So with the help of manometers we can determine the pressure difference. Next, principle. Here we use the principle of fluid statics. So in the last video I have discussed about the fluid statics. So today in short I am describing it. Suppose a container contains the fluids. So we want to determine the pressure. Suppose this is the point A, we want to determine the pressure at point A. What will the pressure at point A? So this is the height from the surface H and rho is the density of the liquid, and if the external pressure P1 Pascal is applied, then total pressure on the point A will be P1 plus H, height of the column H, rho and G. This is the total pressure of the point A, on the point A. Pressure, external pressure applied plus H is the height of the column, rho is the density and G is the acceleration due to the gravity. This principle will apply on the manometers. Next, the types of the manometers. Types of the manometers. Normally there are three types of the manometers. Number one, simple manometer, or manometers. Number two, differential manometer, manometers. Number three, inclined manometers. So what are these simple manometers? In the simple manometer, they measure the pressure at one point. And in the differential manometer, they measure the pressure difference of the 2 points. And inclined manometers, they are used for measurement of very low pressure difference. Now, simple manometers are also different types. A, piezometer, B, U-tube manometer, Number C, single column manometer. Piezometer, U-tube manometer, single column manometer. And differential manometers are two types. They are a U-tube differential manometer, number B, inverted U-tube differential manometer. So these are the types of the manometers. Third was the inclined manometers. Next we will discuss about a simple manometer. Now the construction. It is a U-shaped column or glass tube. It is a U-shaped glass tube. It is filled with two liquids. Filled with the two liquids. One is the A liquid. This is the liquid A. Its density is the rho A, and above it is filled with the B liquid B. Its density is the rho B. Its density is the rho B. Is the liquid A. These two liquids are the immiscible liquids, and their interface is clearly visible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Now, suppose P1 Pascal pressure is applied on one arm, that is the left arm, and P2 pressure is applied the other arm, it is the B arm. This is the point 1, this is the point 1, this will be the point 2, this will be the point 3, this will be the point 4, and this is the point 5. We can consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Now, the height difference of the two meniscus of the liquid A, it is this portion, it is the R, and from 5 to 4 point it is the M. Height is the M. Now we can calculate the pressure at different points. pressure at point 1 will be the P1. There is no liquid above it. Pressure at point 2 will be P1 plus the pressure of this column. The height of this column is the m plus r into rho b, as b liquid is present, rho b into g. This is the pressure at point 2. Pressure at point 3. The pressure at point 3 will be equal to the pressure of point 2 because they are in the same level. So according to the principle of hydrostatics and fluid statics, the pressure of these 2 points will be the equal. So at point 3 the pressure will be the same, P1 plus m plus r into rho b g. Now pressure at point 4 Pressure at point 4 will be the P2 plus pressure of this height, P2 plus m rho b, this is also the rho b liquid present, m rho b into g, Now we will calculate pressure at point 4 with reference of the left arm. Now you see, this is very crucial point, crucial equation. If we deduct the pressure of this column from the pressure of the 3, then we will get the pressure at point 4. So what is the pressure at point 3? P1 plus m plus r rho b g. From this, it is the pressure at point 3. From this we are deducting the pressure of this column r, it is the rho a into g. We are deducting the pressure of this column. So it is the reference to the right arm and it is reference to the left arm. So whatever may be, these are the pressure of the point 4. So these two will be equal. So P1 plus m plus r into rho b g minus r rho a g will be equal to this one, these two is equal to P2 plus m rho b g. Now we simplify it, or P1 minus P2 is equal to m rho b g minus, this will be that side, m plus r rho b g plus this one r rho a g, or P1 minus P2 is equal to delta P, pressure difference, pressure 1 minus pressure 2, pressure is higher. Now we simplify it, m rho b g minus m rho b g minus r rho b g, then plus R rho A G, or delta P is equal to, this will cancel, R rho A G plus minus R rho A G minus R rho B G. If we take the common, R rho A minus rho B into G, R rho A B G minus R rho B G. This is the equation for the manometers. Pressure difference delta P is equal to R rho A minus R rho B into G. Now here you see the unknown factor is the R. Unknown factor is the R. The difference height of the meniscus liquid A. This is the unknown. We know the rho of liquid A. We know what we have taken the liquid A, and also you know the rho B, what you taken the B liquid, or G is the acceleration due to gravity, we know it. So unknown is the R. So determine or measuring this R, we can determine the pressure difference. We can determine the pressure difference. Next is the advantage. What is the advantage of this manometer? It is, number one, it is easy to construct. It is very simple. Only the U-shaped tube, glass tube is required. Number two, its maintenance is very easy. Its maintenance cost is low. Number three, it is very sensitive. We can measure a low pressure difference here also. Disadvantage that it is brittle in nature. Number two, sometimes the measurement of R is difficult. Number three, in case of the temperature difference, it is not giving the correct result. These are the some disadvantages of this manometer. Next is the uses. Number one uses, in case of the chemical industry, the amount of gas or liquid required for the reactor we can determine with the help of manometer. Number two, in adjunction of the flow meters like pitot tube, venturimeter, orifice meter, we use this manometer for measuring the pressure difference. This is all about for this session. Next class we shall start the Reynolds number. Thank you.